Today I'm going to share one of the easiest tips to catch more and bigger fish this year. Like maybe more than you've ever caught in a given year. And this is a 5-minute Friday, but honestly, it's probably fast enough. It could be a 2-minute Tuesday. I caught more fish last year than I had in any given year, probably since I was 18, maybe even 17 in high school. In fact, in the month of May, I caught more fish than I probably had in the previous 25 years for an entire year, right? And that was just in 1 month. I came to realize that there's one really easy thing that you can do to catch a lot more fish and to catch a lot more bigger fish, because I also had 12 personal bests in 2022. What's the secret? This one's pretty easy. You got to go fishing more often. Seriously, I mean, that's a big part of what it is. Some of my success last year was because I went fishing in some new places, and that's a lot of what I share in the 5-Minute Fridays is these little tips on maybe how to find some new places or new techniques to catch bigger fish. But a big part of catching a lot more fish and some bigger fish last year was just being out more often. I went fishing 64 times last year. Hopefully I'll do 75 or maybe even 80 or 100 this year. But I think a lot of us go fishing a handful of times on the weekends, only in the summer, only when it's nice. And quite frankly, I caught most of my fish and most of my big fish in the spring. So the simple thing that you can do is just go fishing more often. Now, you can't shirk your family responsibilities, right? We all have other responsibilities. There comes a point when you need to start figuring out, well, how do you prioritize it? How do you carve out more time to go fishing? It might be watching less TV. It might be watching less football on the weekends, right? Instead of, plopping down watching football or whatever sport is your favorite, if you go out fishing for a few hours, maybe you catch a handful of fish. Maybe you catch something really special. It's just something to think about. I see a lot of YouTubers even that they go fishing sort of on their way home from work or even on their lunch break if your job allows you. There are all kinds of ways to carve out a little bit of extra time just to go fishing for an hour or two, 1 or 2 times a week. It'll make a huge difference in the number of fish that you catch and in the number of big fish that you catch. Sometimes it's just right time, right place. But if you're not out there, you're not going to catch anything. The worst day of fishing is the day you sit on the couch and don't go fishing. So that's it. 5-Minute Friday. I didn't even put up a timer because I know we didn't go 5 minutes today. But the simple fact is, to catch more fish, you have to go fishing more often. But if you want to hear more tips on specific techniques or ways to find better places to catch bigger fish, that's what I do pretty much every Friday. So why don't you go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.